Spoilers for Godzilla Minus One for those who haven't seen it yet. Godzilla Minus One. How was it? Well, there really isn't any words to describe it. It is hands down with no competition the best Godzilla movie ever. The plot is amazing. The character story blended well with Godzilla himself. The sets are amazing. The music, the CGI, the acting, and the costumes were all perfect. But a question that is starting to make its round in the community is how strong is Minus One? Well, I'm going to be going over all of his feats and explaining why Godzilla Minus One might be the most dangerous Godzilla yet. Hello everybody, I'm Godzilla Guy. In this video, I'll be explaining just how powerful Godzilla Minus One is. And also just going off my script being real here, let me know in the comments if you've seen Minus One yet and what you think of it. I absolutely adore it. It is amazing. Anyway, let's get into it. Starting with its height and weight. Godzilla Minus One, though only standing at 50.1 meters tall, has an estimated film weight of 20,000 tons. Now onto his strength and speed. He has two great feats of strength. Firstly, he throws what seems to be a Japanese cruiser Teiko, which weighs a whopping 16,875 tons. Though he only threw around 4/5 of it because he broke off the other fifth, so it's probably around 14,000 tons. But keep in mind, he threw this, so he must be able to lift much more than that. And more impressively is when two Fletcher-class destroyers couldn't pull him out of the water, which, doing the complicated math, which took way too long, two destroyers are able to pull 33,000 tons. And keep in mind, that is when he was swimming and seemingly had his arms stuck, so just his tail and legs, which will help us calculate his speed. So let's hop into that. So according to USSBush.com, the Fletcher model destroyer has an outstanding 60,000 horsepower. Now, of course, times that by 2, and we get a total horsepower of 120,000. And yet Godzilla was still able to overpower it. Now, if we guess Godzilla has an estimated horsepower of around 135,000, and of course we put his horsepower and weight into a mile per hour converter, we get a top speed of 347.99 miles an hour, already making him one of the fastest swimming Godzillas. Now, we don't have his walking speed, but we can find his movement speed, and of course, in turn, his reaction speed. To do this, we have to look at the plane Koichi was flying, which was said to fly at 400 knots, which is a crazy movement speed of 460 miles an hour. Again, already making him an insanely fast Godzilla. And of course, his durability, pretty simple, he's able to tank a nuke to the face. But now, of course, why is he so dangerous? Well, it's his beam, but not for the reason you think. As we see at the end of the film, Noriko is alive, and as she's hugging Koichi, we see a cancer of sort grow on her neck, in the shape of Godzilla's spike. The fans have put together a theory, which is that the radiation from his beam mutates any victim of it. And as we see, it grows pretty fast on a human. But imagine how fast it would grow on a Godzilla. Think about a Godzilla's regeneration. Being able to regenerate stabs and cuts in just minutes. Now think about how fast that cancer would spread across and inside of their body, covering them, and most likely either killing them or just taking over their minds. So though many Godzillas could survive Minus One's atomic breath, most likely none of them could survive the fallout. And of course, this is all just, hypothetical and just a fun video to make. This is a much shorter video, and if you're new, just know I post weekly videos on Saturday, which are much longer. And again, just consider subscribing. It'd mean a lot. As always, keep collecting. Godzilla Guy, out. See ya.